Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka the Workman's Pomp, aka the Ambassador of Kick Your Asseter, and today I have a quick little topic video for you, and that is the topic of degreasing. So recently, ever since I've started reviewing at least, or since I've gotten into pomade, my friends and people on my channel have been asking me what I do personally to degrease. So what I wanted to go over is just what I do to degrease personally, and also just some of the methods that other people have shown me that have or haven't worked for me, just so that you can kind of try and figure out what works best for you. One thing I can say is that everything works different for every type of hair and every type of hair weight. So I would implore you to give some of these a shot if you haven't already and see what works out best for you. The first thing that we have to talk about is how long you leave the product in your hair. I usually don't degrease unless it's after a week or two of the product being in my hair. And I usually use firms and then work down to mediums after a while. So when I do degrease, there's usually a fair amount of product in my hair. I wouldn't suggest degreasing after every use of a heavy pomade just because it doesn't seem practical. The point of an oil-based product is to apply it to your hair, obviously, and then apply a smaller amount the next day so that you can continue building on top of the buildup that you already have to utilize the product to its full capacity. For me, like I said, I only do degreasing when I really need to, or if it's a really hot day out and I know it's going to be really hot next week and I don't want to wear oil, I'll degrease as well. So one of the first methods that is just the simplest method is just using shampoo and conditioner, but there's a way that you use it as well. Now, some people just like using the standard entry-level shampoo. That's fine. I found shampoo like this that is more for volumizing or hydrating works better. The whole point of these shampoos and conditioners that focus on volumizing and moisturizing is to add that moisture to your hair, which makes the product easier to come out. Now, what I do is, since I take showers at night, I will apply conditioner to my dry hair, and I'll just put it in like I'm applying a pomade and leave it in there for about an hour before I wash. Depending on how much product I have, I'll go in there, shampoo it, then reconditioner depending. But usually that'll get most of the weight out of my hair. It works fine for me, and it works well with this particular brand, the Bedhead Resurrection. I've tried other different brands like Aussie shampoo and just other higher end shampoos, and those were the two shampoo and conditioner combo that worked for me. Like I said, it varies from person to person. Another thing you can use that is very similar to the conditioner method is this Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Moist. Now, a lot of people swear by this. They say that it works really well. To me, I didn't have as much luck with it. It worked about the same amount as a normal conditioner method like I just talked about did, if not a little bit worse. So for me, it didn't really work. And the fact that I can pay a little bit more and get a bigger bottle of conditioner as compared to that small bottle, it just seemed like a better idea for me to stay with my conditioner. However, I have talked to other people that use pomade and they say that works really well. And what you would do is just apply it the same way, put it in dry, let it sit for 5 minutes. Personally, I leave the conditioner in for a little bit longer than that, like an hour, and it will soften up the buildup. And then you can wash it out. Another method is to use products like Brill Cream and Groom and Clean and put them in on top of the oil-based buildup or unorthodox wax buildup that you have in your hair, and just style your hair with those products and let them condition your hair throughout the day. So when you get home, it's easier for you to wash the product out. I find that Groom and Clean works more almost like a lighter gel-based pomade in that I would use it after I've used something like a conditioning. Say I conditioned my hair or used the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle or something like that, and I felt like there was still some weight in my hair, but not much, and I wanted to get it completely 100% clean hair on no product in it. I would wear this the next day and just style my hair. When I got home, I would wash the product out, and normally 9 times out of 10, my hair would be back to normal as if it was just 100% no product. This right here is good to use if you didn't use any conditioner and you just want to soften the product up. This kills buildup really well, and I feel like it'll take, if you have like a heavy product in, it'll take it down to a medium or like a light, especially the longer you leave it in. So if you had a lot of heavy buildup in and then you decided to put this in, style your hair, and then go to work, you when you get home, wash your hair, it should take most of the weight out of the product out, if not all of it. Both these products, though, be warned if you're not a fan, are on the shinier side. So if you were to put these in and wear them out, it's going to make your hair look really slick and really shiny. But they do help for degreasing days, and they do help if you would rather than waiting around and leaving conditioner in your hair when you get home. You can put those in the morning before you go to work and let them condition throughout the day. So those are more like leave-in conditioners. Another method you can do is put a water-based, gel-based pomade in your hair in the morning, much like the leave-in conditioner. And usually what those pomades will do, at least for me, is I find that they dry up your hair a little bit and will suck the buildup, most of it, out. Now there's all sorts of different gel-based pomades you can use for this. I find that the pomades that dry my hair out the most, like Suavecito Firm, that's just me personally. Some people really like this product. This dries my hair out. And I know that if I really want to degrease an oil-based pomade, I will put this in for a day, and when I get home, almost all of the buildup is gone. There's other weird products you can find, like Let's Jam Extra Hold Condition and Shine Gel. No, this was a $3 product I found at Walmart, and it works okay. It has no hold to it at all. I thought for an extra hold it would have a lot. Doesn't have any hold at all, but this works a lot like Groom and Clean in that regards. You can also use a standard gel base like Imperial. This also dries out my hair, even more so than Suavecito Firm, believe it or not. So you can use something like this, and using a gel-based, water-based pomade, mainly on the cheaper side, but you can also use better ones like cock grease. That will help take any sort of the weight that you have in your hair and break it down a little bit. At least that's what it does for me. Another thing you can do is put tonics in. It depends on what type of tonic you're using, but normally after a shampooing while leaving the conditioner in first, I'll put a tonic in afterwards, whether it be the Lucky Tiger, which is okay, or the Tonic Youth by Palms Not Dead. And I find that leaving those in overnight will help break down any sort of buildup I have, and also make the application of pomade the next day a little bit more manageable. Now I know these are made to put in your hair to make them a little bit healthy after you get your pomade out, and that's what you can do also. You can put these, once you get your hair completely clean, put tonics, any sort of tonics, like Big Slick, the Palms Not Dead, Lucky Tiger, although I kind of find this more on the cheaper side. But you can put those more natural tonics like this, Tonic Youth, in your hair, and it'll kind of regain its luster and help build it up a little bit more. I did a review on this, by the way, so check it out if you want some more information. But tonics overall, I don't feel like break down pomade as well as just rehydrating your hair after you have pomade in. So another thing you can do is use like a Brilliantine product, or you can use like a hair groom. Now what these products do, these are meant to basically break down product in your hair. Now this is meant to break down buildup, and it works really well as hydrating your hair. And all these products remind me kind of the conditioning method, in that you'd want to leave them in your hair like an hour before you take a shower. It'll help soften up the buildup and then make it more manageable after you take your shower. Also, this works really well as a beard balm to put in your beard to hydrate your hair. Overall, I really like this product a lot, as well as the Brilliantine. Now, what do I do personally? Before I got this product sent to me, what I would normally do is, it depended on the day, honestly, I mix it up. Sometimes I'd use the gel-based pomade. Sometimes I would use the Groom and Clean and the Brill Cream. Sometimes I would just use the conditioner method. What I use now is this Captain Bly's Brilliantine. This says that it can get any pomade out in one showering while applicating this. On the back it says put a generous amount in your hands, apply it to your hair, comb the product evenly through your hair with a wide tooth comb. After 5 minutes, add shampoo and use conditioner. And what this is saying is that it'll get most, if not all, of the product out of your hair. Same works with this product. Now, do these products work? I find that it will break the product down really, really well, especially the longer you leave it in. So what I will do is I'll put this in when I get off work, or sometimes before I start working out at the gym. And when I get home, probably after an hour or two, usually I'll take a shower, and that'll get most of the buildup out. And then what I'll do is reapply this to my hair, comb it through, and in the morning my hair will be completely manageable. So I really like both these products a lot, because they really do help soften up buildup. All the other methods that I talked about worked really well. I think the reason why this product works really well is that it has mineral oil in it, and that helps break up the buildup really well as a lot of essential oils. Not only is it destroying buildup, but it's also hydrating your hair. So it's kind of a combination of a couple of my methods in one. So that's what I normally do. But all of the methods do work. So what I would say is just take your time and go through all of those methods if you have already, and kind of figure out what works out with you. I've heard people say that they use like baby oil and dish soap and stuff like that. I wouldn't suggest that. Baby oil works okay, but it's going to make your hair really greasy. It does have mineral oil in it though. But like I said, if you're going to go with something that has mineral oil in it, get the Captain Bly's. It works really well for what it is. Stay away from doing drastic things like dish soap. It's just not good, and it's going to suck all the moisture out of your hair. So those are my tips and tricks on degreasing. Let me know what you think, and tell me if you have any degreasing tips as well. And I hope you have a great week.
Darling.